Here's how you can update and edit your user profile. Your user profile shows up in a lot of different ways in a lot of different places throughout the site, but it only needs to be updated in one place. So we're going to start by finding your profile. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. This is just one of them. You can go to the About tab on the navigation. We're starting from the homepage of the national chapter here, which, just so you know, you can always get to by clicking on the gigantic logo. Now, after I'm rolling over the word About, you'll see in the drop-down, the second word down here is Directories. And Directories gives you links to find the home pages of every single chapter. You can get to those down here, of course. If you want to search for your profile, you can click on Into Search here. That's an up-and-coming feature that should be done shortly. Today we're going to update Allison's profile. Allison is a member of Brooklyn's chapter. So we're going to click there. And that brings me to Brooklyn's homepage. And from Brooklyn's homepage, you can scroll down to the bottom where you see these links. One of the links is members. And this is going to bring me to a page that lists the profiles for every single member. Allison's profile is right here, all the way to the left. Now, as you can see, she has some work to do. Her profile still has not been filled out entirely. So we're going to help her out with that right now. So what we want to do is go to our Profile tab and click to edit there. You can get to the Profile tab by clicking over here. I already have that window open, so we're going to take a look at that right here. So here's her Profile tab, and you can see she's filled out various info. This is the username. This has to remain the way it is. If you folks ever want to change that, you should email myself or Allison directly, because that has to be done through the database directly. But everything else is optional, including the password, of course. If you ever want to update that, you can certainly do so. You see there's a lot of features here. Some will be displayed in certain areas, some will be displayed in other areas, some will not be displayed at all. But I would definitely fill out this profile keeping in mind that other members in your chapter are going to be seeing a lot of this information. So if it's something you want really, something that's very sensitive, I would think twice before posting it here. Okay, but otherwise everything can be added to and changed here. We're just going to focus on a couple of the items for now, but it should be pretty straightforward what other fields are available for you. So in order from the top, let's begin by filling out her biographical info. I'm going to edit this in Allison's place for now. Oops, excuse the spelling. Okay, so that's her bio. You can definitely add more words to that if you want. This one's very brief. Okay. Now, under shipping info, this is where we're going to add the address and email and state and zip information. Don't worry about billing info yet. You'll see billing info in many ways mirrors what's above it in the shipping info area. Billing info will come into play later when we add e-commerce to the site. But for now, those fields aren't being displayed, so you don't have to worry about entering them in. So we're going to add a email address to that right now. So email.com, so it's just generic so you folks can get the idea. We don't need to add the full name because that information is already listed above this in another area. And we're going to add her address. Okay, and her city, of course, Brooklyn, New York, and zip code. Okay. And let's add a phone number as well. Okay. And like I said, we're going to skip billing. We're going to keep on going. Let's get down here. Don't worry about this area that says membership key. We might use that in the future, but we're not currently utilizing it. Now this part is your avatar. Your avatar is basically the image associated with your profile. This can be uploaded either from your desktop, or it can be chosen from a previously uploaded image that is in the media library. If you want more information on that, you can refer to the video created on uploading images to the media library. But if you click that box, you'll see that all the images that have been uploaded here will appear for you to choose from. Allison's actually already added that part of her profile, so we're going to leave that alone. But that's where you would add that. Now at the bottom, this is the information specific to the girlfriends. So this is stuff that is very is personal to your own profile and role within the girlfriends network. So you see the chapter here, Brooklyn, but they're all listed. The installation year, the year you became a girlfriend. I'm not sure what year Allison became a girlfriend, so I'm going to assume it's 1927. Moving along, you can choose if you're a legacy GF by putting in that generation number. If you're a member of the executive board, this can be filled out as well. And your birthday. Let's change this as well. Since Allison didn't fill this out, I'm going to assume it's January 1st, 1901. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Check the box for advisory board member or not. Partner spouse, you can add that information as well. Just put in something generic here. My spouse, children's names, put Kendall, and occupation, put illustrator, web designer, developer. Excuse my terrible spelling. And committee chairs, if that's relevant to you, you can add in those names as well. If you're satisfied with it, hit update profile. I definitely want to make clear that you can easily edit this anytime you want, just as you're doing here now. This can be updated just as easily. No worries there. Okay, so you see all that information saved right there. So now we're going to view it in the areas that we had just looked at a second ago. So if I refresh the members page now, where all the members of a given chapter are located, you'll see that the information will also update to reflect the information that we just updated inside of her profile. So now you'll see all that's listed right there. And if I click into her own profile page, you'll see you'll get a different look. But her avatar is listed. In a second, her name is going to pop up to the right of that. Okay. And if I click on profile, you will get to those areas below it. So let's take a look at that once that loads. Okay, so here you are. This is grabbing slightly different information. You'll see the bio is listed here. We didn't list the bio on the last page. But this kind of page belongs to you. So we include a lot more information, and we might include more in the future as well. So think of this as your personal area of the website. We'll get more into this area in another video, but this is the profile section of that area. And you can also get to the editing screen from here as well. And that is basically how that's done.